Hey guys, welcome back. I'm Josh, and today I'm getting brutally honest on Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, or as my friend Chris calls it, Harry Potter and the Greedy Bitch Who Needed More Money. I'm not going to get into too many spoilers, just a few plot points in my opinion. This is the 8th book in the series, taking place 19 years after the Battle of Hogwarts. The story follows the adventures of Harry's son Albus and his friend Scorpius, who is Draco's son, back through time to save Cedric Diggory, the kid from Twilight. So because they're going back in time, you can expect to see a lot of old faces returning, and some of them pop up in places you wouldn't normally see. Or places you wouldn't normally expect them in, rather. Albus, like Harry, is a crybaby bitch through most of the book. He's got an attitude because Harry's his father, and Harry's his dad, and he can't live up to the greatness of his father, so instead of trying, he complains that the world is dark and full of terrors. So, wait, no, that's Game of Thrones. He's not good at magic, he gets placed in Slytherin, all the kids make fun of him and Scorpius, calling them gay, or whatever the wizard equivalent is. Probably just wizard then. So one night Albus is crying in his room about, whatever, and Cedric's dad stops into his house to bitch at Harry for letting his son die. So Albus gets the bright idea that he's gonna, even though he sucks shit at magic, he's gonna go to the Ministry and steal a time turner and go back and save the Twilight kid's life. He's gonna right this wrong and fix history because of what his father did. That's all I'll go into for the story-wise. If you've seen a time travel movie, I'm pretty sure you can figure out what's going to happen next, The story isn't bad. I like being back in the world of Harry Potter, and I just feel like the whole thing is just, fan service. Like, all the dialogue straight out of, fan fiction, It seems to me like J.K. and the other two guys who wrote the book spent a drunken weekend in a hotel, just writing down whatever they felt, and at the end they're like, this is beautiful. He's like, yes, just bring this to the press, no proof needed, it's great, let's go. A couple parts of this book I had to reread a few times because it just it made no sense. The words on the page were not coherent English at all. I didn't understand what the fuck was going on. I mean, probably some of it has to do with the fact that it's written in screenplay format, so, while they're talking, they might be moving about the stage or whatever, and, it doesn't explain that in the book because it's not written like a normal book. It's, it's just oh, this, and this, and the next thing they're over here in I can't even remember, it was one part they're just all of a sudden they're by the lake, next thing you know they're inside of Hogwarts, and then they're at the Ministry or something, and it's how the hell did they get to all these places? There's nothing to connect the action. Also, there's just a lot of going back and forth to the Ministry to Hogwarts. I don't remember in any of the other books you could just go willy-nilly from one place to the other. Nobody from fucking Hogwarts was just traveling to the Ministry for no reason. Nobody from the Ministry was just coming to Hogwarts for no reason. And they all of a sudden the kids just show up at the Ministry. How did they get there? How did they leave Hogwarts? What's going on? Maybe after Voldemort died, the rules went out the window faster than a falling Dumbledore, but I don't know because the book doesn't tell you. Also, I'm not sure who the cursed child was. Even was it Albus? Was it Harry? Was it Scorpius? They're all cursed in my fucking opinion. They curse them all. The curse to live shitty sequels and spin-offs. I'm sure the play is fine. I'm sure, whatever description they do give for, set movements and, special effects and, the Dementors and, the sound, it sounds like watching it in the theater would be really amazing, and I would definitely want to see it if it comes stateside. But, I feel like if they were going to release this book as a book, they should have rewritten it out of screenplay format and made it into a regular novelization, because it falls flat in the storytelling department. My biggest complaint, and I said it in a tweet when this book first came out, it better have the obligatory orgy scene, or else I'm calling bullshit on the whole series. Well, I'm calling bullshit, because ever since the Order of the Phoenix, they've been hinting at this big old magical orgy, and I still yet to see it. Sure, the Deathly Hallows had a quickie threesome in it. What about my boy Hagrid? He needs some loving. McGonagall hasn't had any strange in years. I mean, the book had promise. The cover is even more adult and creepy than the other books. I thought it was going to be, ready to go. It's got this creepy little kid inside of a nest with some fucking wings and shit. I thought it was time to be adults, kids. Let's, time to be adults, Wizards. When I saw the advertisement, I was like, oh shit, we're finally going to get Wizard Fest 2016 up in this bitch. But no, let down again. So for that reason, I'm going to give this book an arbitrary score of 4 creepy Dumbledores out of 10. The story is good, but the execution is poor. Like I said, if the play comes stateside, I would definitely like to check it out because, it's not a bad story. It's just told bad. And it's probably because it was made for the play. It's not the book's fault. It's, a poor choice. I just feel that they should have just rewritten it in a novelization format and made it a regular book. If they re-release it, I would definitely pick that up too. I love Harry Potter and I wanted to love this book. There's nothing wrong with a little, wizarding get-together in the world of Harry Potter. You just gotta let it happen sometimes. It's not that big a deal.